Hey guys, Irfan here again today with 2015 Acura RDX with a check engine light that is blinking. So I hook up the scanner, I'm getting a Misfire number 1 cylinder. So this is the engine on the RDX, it's a V6. What we have in front of us right here is a 4, 5 and 6. And 1, 2, 3 is in the back. So this is a 1, this is the number 1 coil, number 2, and number 3 that one. So I'm saying there's a problem with this cylinder. I'm gonna take a look. First thing, if it is a live problem. I mean, since the light is blinking, I'm assuming it is. Well, let's check the live data. So here we can confirm the cylinder number 1 total misfire is 102 times. And the rest of the 5 are 0. So we definitely have a problem with the number 1 cylinder. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the ignition coil and the spark plug and do a visual inspection on those. So even though it's in the back, it's super easy. You don't have to remove any intake manifold. You got that 10mm nut right there. This one, that's a 10mm nut. And this is the connector. We're going to remove this, push this pin down and pull, and then remove this 10mm. Coil comes out, plug in the spark plug socket, and get the spark plug out. Alright, so I removed the coil. The coil looks good, not broken anywhere. The boot looks soft enough. However, cannot say the same thing about the spark plug. The spark plug has oil in it. That's a major problem. That's an internal engine problem. From the looks of this, you can have a piston seal getting oil from the oil pan up to the combustion chamber. And since the oil is reaching onto the spark plug, it's causing misfire because it's not supposed to have any oil in there. It should be air and fuel and then spark combustion. Oil is causing problem for the spark here. That's why our spark plug looks like this. I'm positive if I replace the spark plug, it will stop the misfire for now. Or I can just do a swap from number 4 to number 1 and see what happens. So guys, here I removed number 4, that is on our right hand side, and number 1 is on our left hand side, and you can see the clear difference on this one. See what's going on with number 1. It's nice and dry, white color. Over here on the left hand side, we got so much oil residue on top of the spark plug. So I'm gonna swap the spark plug and see immediate change in the misfire. So I got the camera hooked up on number 1 cylinder, so we can see I can find oil residue on top of cylinder in the combustion chamber. So you can see the check engine light is still shaking, blinking, and now the solution for this, we have it a blow-by seal leak and bringing oil from oil pan up to the combustion chamber. Either someone repairs the engine where they replace piston seals, or you just replace the complete engine. Unfortunately, we don't do the engine repairing, so I will recommend a complete engine to the customer. There can be one solution to this. It's just a temporary solution. The customer can replace the spark plug whenever it starts misfiring. So spark plugs can cost anywhere from $10 to $25 aftermarket, and the labor for this one should be less than half an hour. So we don't know how much oil and how long it takes for the engine to start shaking and checking the light being on for a misfire. So to replace the spark plug and then see how long before it starts making problem again. If that is something viable for customer, they have that option instead of replacing engine or letting the car go. They want to get rid of misfire, Just replace the spark plug whenever it does that. That's all. So we proved what the problem was in this case, and I've told you a solution. It's not the best solution, but unfortunately it's either a lot of work where you remove the engine and rebuild it, or just replace the engine entirely. Labor is not cheap in America. It's easier to just replace a complete engine instead of having someone to rebuild it, because it's almost going to take as much time, not more, to rebuild it. And to rebuild it, one needs to do this properly. One needs to have experience opening and closing engines, which nowadays techs don't. So it's a big risk. You do a big job and then the engine is not assembled properly, and then you have more problems than you begin with. So it's just easier, cheaper for shops to just replace a complete engine when a problem like this occurs. I hope this helps. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe.